Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Drew Pelham. I talk about digital fashion design software and communication on this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. When I asked Yolanda to be a guest on this month's CAD Chats, I knew we would have a good time, as we always do when we get together, and I knew it would be a fun conversation. And as I expected, it was. We actually talked longer than the usual 30 minutes, but here's a few of the highlights.
So after I graduated from college, and I graduated from college in Philadelphia called Moore College of Art and Design, it was like, oh, well, how do I get a job in New York? And I don't know how I learned about recruiters, but it was through CAD. That's how I got to start the career. But I always have to thank FUBU for the internship, because when I got out of my internship and as I graduated from college, I had two portfolios: an illustration portfolio and flats, and I had a CAD portfolio. Illustrator, I am a ride or die. I love her.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a necessity, especially if you are working in the industry, like as a designer.
Yeah,
you got to know it.
It's imperative. Sorry, everybody. you cannot skip it. You cannot dodge it.
Yeah,
you have to learn Illustrator.
Yeah, you do. I know you did like color CADs.
Yeah.
What else were you using it for, or are you using it for?
Okay, so I also do prints with it, which, can I tell you the joy of that? So I don't have a disdain for Photoshop. I think Photoshop is cool, but I never enjoyed layers, because I can do my colorway game is pretty strong, and I can come up with a lot. So those files of layers just turns into, what did I do?
Right.
For somebody like me, it is very like, oh my God, I don't know what. And I mean, it happened today. And I had to remember, name the layer, But yeah,
I think the layers is something that gets everybody on Photoshop. Like you either love them or you hate them. So here's the question: did you like Photoshop in the beginning, and then you got to Illustrator and you were like, oh, but this right here, or did you hate it from the beginning?
Yes, with Photoshop, I still like it, but I feel like I have to take my time. I feel like I need peace and quiet to really enjoy the process of it. So yes, I still want to use Illustrator for like outside projects, but I need the time. 2008, I decided to combine my two loves of fashion and pro wrestling, and I started designing pro wrestling t-shirts in the beginning, and then eventually it turned from a brand to a service, because then wrestlers started asking me to design their shirts. But then I transitioned into designing pro wrestling gear, and when I was doing a little bit while I was designing t-shirts, and then eventually I said no more t-shirts, because everybody and mama started stealing, and I was like, I can't be in here.
Yeah.
And then went into designing pro wrestling gear.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And when you create all of these, are you showing them to? So I've seen some of your boards, so I know you've drawing them up in Illustrator. Are you showing them to your client like that? Are you showing them the CAD?
Yep.
And that's how they're approving it?
Yep.
Cool.
For CAD. I literally took what I learned in this fashion design or fashion apparel, depending on when you started, industry, and applied that to my wrestling design. I don't want to say endeavors, because that's kind of funny in a wrestling term. But world, industry, that's what I'll say. I created two industries in in fashion in wrestling. Because I'm technically, well, I was a fan. I'm not a worker, a wrestler, and having a T-shirt line to sell to other fans and wrestlers was like unheard of back then.
Yeah.
And then also designing gear from outside of the wrestling network was unheard of, and I had to fight and battle a lot for a space there because they couldn't understand I knew what I was talking about.
I'm sure. Besides
Yeah.
the fact that, I don't think people automatically assume women are into wrestling.
Yeah.
Then you have the whole part of you were a younger woman.
Yeah.
You were a black woman.
Yeah.
So this young black woman is about to come and tell you, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know more
you know,
construction than you do.
And you're starting this industry. So
Yeah.
I mean,
haters left and right. Should you know construction? Absolutely. Should you know how to sew? Absolutely. But baby, if you don't know how to create a CAD, you gone.
Okay.
With the quickness.
That part.
Oh, see, now I love normally the sun is shining, but now it's whatever. I look great. Once a production give you that first sample, they will follow the CAD.
Sure
they will follow the CAD.
No matter how crazy it looks.
Yeah, no matter how crazy it looks. Sometimes you be like, yo, the tech pack said this, bruh.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't look like this. It's such a give or take. Like, people really don't understand how important both components are.
Yeah.
Projects right now is based on if I have the energy. If I'm honest, because I've been using CAD software, just creating CAD on the computer a lot. But like 21 years, I think it has been now, just sitting at the desk. So it gets to a point where it's like you gotta rest it out. Like you have to rest it out, or you will not be able to draw a thing. You won't be able to look at the computer. You won't be able to draw. You won't be able to think.
Yeah.
And that's more important. That I got a current wrestling design that I did last year that's on the cover of WWE 2K24. I don't got proof. Nice. I have to refigure out what the new value is for me. So I don't want to take nothing because I haven't figured that out. I've done too much.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm at a point where if you can't afford my price, I'm cool. What Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price.
Right. Yes. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not. It's not. And I'm cool with that.
That was really fun. And I feel really fortunate and blessed to call Yolanda a fellow sister in fashion design and a friend. She is a reminder to me to always have fun no matter what you're doing, but especially when you're working. And as she mentioned during our chat, take a break when you feel you need to so you can continue to enjoy what you're doing. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want to listen to our full chat, you can head over to the 383 Design Instagram page. Also, if you need to learn to use Illustrator for fashion design, or what the industry fondly refers to as CAD, click the link in the description to sign up for my beginner Illustrator course. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.